Hey YouTubers, Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. In today's video, we're going to show you why you want to purchase a Gravely zero-turn lawnmower. Let's get started. All right, YouTubers, in the garage now, and we have the Pro Turn ZX60 zero-turn Gravely lawnmower, and this is an absolutely awesome, impressive mower. So with that said, let's dive right into it. Again, you've got your Pro Turn ZX60 logo there. And this is made in the USA, and it's a very comfortable seat. I'll show you the springs below the seat here shortly. However, we will start with the front. It's got the caster wheels. And YouTubers, these are real tires. They have air in them, and they are not plastic. Coming to the deck, we chose the 60-inch deck, and that's where the 60 comes into play. The Pro Turn mower does come in two additional sizes as far as deck. They're 52 and 48-inch. However, we wanted the 60. But keep in mind, when you are in the purchasing process or planning to purchase a mower, you do have the option of a smaller deck. Connected to the front portion of the deck is your Transactional Wheels. You have several of them on the front portion of your deck. And these are very important because in the event that you are out mowing on uneven lawn, well, it looks like we got a package delivered. I'll get that here shortly. Those Transactional Wheels act as a safety feature for your deck, your blades, and your lawn. Because again, if you're mowing over uneven ground, in the event that your front tire or rear tire falls into a hole, these wheels will alleviate your deck falling with the tires. And that will alleviate the blades underneath your deck from striking your lawn and creating a huge divot, hole, or gash. So again, there is engineering behind those wheels, and it's pretty impressive. On the front end, you've got your Gravely logo or name, as you can see here. Pretty neat. You've got stepping locations on where to step to get on your mower, as well as where to put your feet when on the mower mowing the lawn in the yard. Since we're here, we've got an icon here that shows you all the configurations with your steering levers. And this is a cover panel. Just by lifting it up, it actually locks in place. Underneath that panel, you have your pulleys, your belts, additional springs, and these are your drive belts as well as your PTO belts, and those are very important. To lower this panel, just carefully pull up and lower the panel down. You'll notice two rubber pads, which are designed to not allow metal on metal as you're mowing. Coming to this side, you have your Discharge Chute, and a cool design about this Discharge Chute, never ever, by the looks of this placard sticker here, never ever put your fingers or hands or feet underneath that Discharge Chute. For convenience, it allows you to pull this Discharge Chute up, and it does have locking slots that it falls into place. Nice design. You've got your side control panel, you've got your PTO knob, and this is really neat because it has a pictorial image or icon. In the event that you pull up on the PTO knob, you will engage your lower blades, and by pushing the PTO button down, it will turn the blades off. You've got your hour meter, as you can see here. Ours is pretty new. You've got your ignition. This is a three-way ignition switch. You've got the off, the run, and the start. And this ignition is spring-loaded. So after you start the engine and let go of the key, it will spring-load back to the run position, which is awesome. This is your choke, and this is your thrust lever. And as you can see, it is in the lower position or slow turtle mode, and you've got your upper portion or fast rabbit position. And it does have a cutout indent, which will lock this lever in place as you're out in the yard mowing. And since we're here, let's talk about the importance of that, which is never mow your lawn with any thrust setting lower than fast rabbit, because in the event that you do, you are causing unnecessary damage to the underside of your deck as well as pulleys and belts. In addition, you are not properly allowing your battery to charge as you mow. So we call that self-induced abuse on your lawnmower, and again, unnecessary. Just don't do it. Your mower will appreciate it, trust me. You've got the seatbelt latch here. You've got the parking brake. Right now it is in the up, on, and engaged position. You've got armrests in your seat, which are neat. The awesome Gravely logo on your seat. Coming to the back, in the event that you have a commercial grade mower, you will have a roll bar. And as you can see with the configuration right now, it is in the down, stowed, and transport mode. Coming to the back, you have areas where you can hook straps up. And on the back, you've got the awesome Gravely emblem on the rear plate that protects your engine. Down below, you've got the Gravely name. And let's talk about the engine. This is the Kawasaki engine, and your engine may be different in the event that you purchased a residential grade mower. However, this is the commercial grade mower, and it's a little more enhanced than the residential mower in terms of design of a few features. This is your air filter case. Let's go ahead and open up the air filter. Release these locking clips here, and you can carefully shift this cap off. Inside here is your air filter, and that is a enhanced and higher grade filter and will last a lot longer and protect your engine a lot better. Go ahead and re-secure your locking clips in place. And again, this is the Kawasaki engine. This is a 4-stroke air-cooled V-twin engine. Extremely popular, extremely reliable in terms of Gravely purchasers. However, I will say in the last couple years, Gravely has begun to manufacture their own engines. However, at this point, the Kawasaki engines are still more popular than the Gravely engines to consumers or purchasers. And that's because the Gravely engine hasn't been in production long enough to really build the trust that the Kawasaki engines have. Give it a few more years and those Gravely engines are going to gain everyone's trust. And before you know it, chances are we may see Gravely engines on all Gravely mowers. And I've talked to a couple guys that own the Gravely mowers with Gravely engines, and they have had nothing bad to say about those Gravely engines. So keep that in mind. In the event that you're purchasing a mower and you can't make up your mind whether you want the Kawasaki engine or Gravely engine, I personally have not heard anything bad about either one of them. Continuing on the left side of your seat, you got your gas cap here. And as far as gas, I highly recommend always, whether it's your lawnmower or your snowblower, use recreational fuel. And that is a non-ethanol product and will never gunk up any portion of your fuel system or engine. And it can sit inside your gas tank for a very long time without degrading itself or becoming contaminated. It's a little more expensive than normal gas. However, you get what you pay for. Because at the end of the season, you're going to need to prepare your mower for long-term storage. And part of that is properly preparing your fuel by adding an additive or stabilizer. And you can alleviate that whole process by just purchasing recreational fuel. So all pros, no cons with that fuel. You got a little storage compartment here. It's not really deep. However, it is slanted and does have a low point. So in the event that this is accidentally left outside and it does gather moisture or water, it has an exit point for it to drain. Or if you spill something in here fluid-wise or liquid-wise, it has a point to drain. And it has a travel mug or coffee mug holder, which is pretty cool. Chances are you won't be mowing with a cup of coffee without a lid, because let's be honest, it'll go everywhere. It's got your seatbelt. You've got your steering levers. Here's the opposite side of the deck. You've got a point where you can safely step on the deck and get on the mower. Never, ever, ever step on this portion. Underneath here is your pulleys and your belts. And I'm not sure if you could see it. However, I'm going to come down below and show you the under portion of the deck. You've got your blades. And there is some engineering that goes on underneath your deck as far as how the steel deck is manufactured and created to increase the efficiency of the grass coming out your discharge chute on the opposite side. Pretty impressive stuff. You got additional springs here. And let's go ahead and hop up on the lawnmower carefully. Sit down in place. You've got a large sticker here that has several icons and placards for safety purposes, and shifting your steering levers in place. And the cool thing about these can be adjusted with the Gravely model. On the side, you've got bolts, and on the opposite side, you've got nuts. Just by loosening those and removing these bolts, you can shift this entire steering lever and mount into a place for your best comfort. And you'll do that for both sides, as you can see. Since we're here, here is your adjustment lever for your seat. Just by shifting that up, you can shift your seat forward and rearward to your best comfort spot, and then lower the lever. On this side, again, your parking brake. In the down position, it is off. In the up position, it is on and engaged. Next, I want to talk about this pedal up front. And right now, my deck is configured for transport mode, meaning the deck is as high up off the ground as it possibly can, which ultimately protects your deck from damage during transporting your mower. However, pushing on that pedal, you can release the tension on this plate right here and this little lever right here. Just by shifting it back, you'll notice the front end rises, and slowly and carefully release the pressure of your pedal, and it lowers the deck. And then you can lower this plate. Take a look at this rod. This is a steel rod and it's magnetic. And all these measurements are the height measurements for your blades underneath your deck. Right now, you'll notice we are set to 3.25. In the event that I want to change this, I will apply a little bit of pressure to the deck pedal. I will pull this rod up and out, and I will shift it and insert it into the hole of the desired measurement. However, we are going to keep it in 3.25, carefully realign it, and release that pedal, lowering the deck in place. And as far as gas gauge, since we already talked about the fuel cap, it doesn't have an actual gas gauge. It's got this little gas window right here. And you'll notice the gas level if I shake the mower just slightly. Not sure if you can see the gas inside moving. However, that is your gas level indicator inside your tank. Let's hop to the back portion of the seat. You have a lever right here. Shifting it rearward is going to release the seat from the locking tabs below. And carefully shift the seat up, rest it in its upright position. Underneath the seat, you have access to several parts, such as your gas tank, your battery, your fuel hose that comes out of your tank and leads up to your fuel filter and then continues onto your engine. You've got both your hydraulic oil expansion tanks. You've got your oil dipstick. You've got your fuse box and relay box. You've got springs that I was talking about earlier for your suspension of your seat to alleviate a hard ride over any bumpy ground. You've got electrical wiring. Again, there's your parking brake. And down in here, not sure if you can see it, you've got an internal fan that assists in proper cooling of additional components. And here's a better look of this side of the Kawasaki engine. Pretty neat. There is the model number right there, Kawasaki FX730V. So we are really happy with this purchase. Carefully shift your seat back into place. There are the locking tabs right there, and those lock in place down in slots down below. Just like that. YouTubers, like we said, we absolutely love this lawnmower. Again, the ProTurn ZX60 Gravely Zero Turn lawnmower. And in the event that you have not ever used a zero turn lawnmower, you will absolutely love it. The engineering that has gone into lawnmowers over the last couple decades is incredible. And the zero turn lawnmower increases the efficiency of mowing. It is very impressive. Wait a second, YouTubers, you didn't think I was gonna mow. My wife won't even let me touch that mower unless I'm cleaning it, servicing it, or making YouTube videos with it. That is her toy, and she's out there having fun. See that big patch out there, YouTubers? Right there? That used to be a garden from the previous owners. We are going to get rid of the garden and turn it into grass. A video scrolling above will show you how we turn that from a garden into normal green grass. All right, YouTubers, as I walk the yard, I'm very impressed and definitely recommend purchasing a Gravely lawnmower. Zero turn for sure. From here, YouTubers, hey, do us a favor below the video. You'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us, and we would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and go get yourself a Gravely.